Hi guys, I'm Rochelle and I'm a Ravenclaw. It's been a while. I haven't uploaded in over a month at this point, I believe. Suffice to say, had some technical issues. Computer decided it was done. We had some hard drive issues, and then our copy of Windows corrupted, and then after we got all that fixed, our motherboard died. So my computer is now basically entirely brand new. So we shouldn't have this problem again. But I'm sorry for being gone so long. Today I'm going to be bringing you my hashtag Tome Topple TBR. For those of you that don't know, Tome Topple is a read-a-thon which I will be participating in. It runs from 12 AM Friday the 7th. So it starts as soon as you tick over to midnight on Friday the 7th of April in your time zone. In your time zone, that's important. And it runs for 2 weeks until April the 20th, I believe, and that finishes at 11:59 PM your time. So it's basically a read-a-thon that covers 2 weeks to motivate you to read books that are over 500 pages that you've maybe been putting off because they're intimidating or they're a huge time commitment. So the point of this read-a-thon is not how many books you read, but how many pages you get through. That's the important statistic. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about 5 books today, which I will attempt to read during these 2 weeks. This is very ambitious. I'm going to put it out there right now. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try, and that's what counts. So the first book that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is the only one that I currently don't have with me, is the Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus by Jim Starlin, Ron Mars, and Ron Lim. This omnibus is, wait for it, 1,248 pages long. Holy shit. It's gonna be a thing. Thankfully, I'm one of those people that reads graphic novels really quickly. So that omnibus is full of all of the various issues, I believe. Not 100% on this, don't quote me. I believe it's full of all of the various issues from Marvel that contain the overarching storyline of finding the Infinity Gems and collecting them for the Infinity Gauntlet. So there'll be like a couple of issues from like Fantastic Four, and I think there's some like Captain America and maybe some Deadpool. I'm not 100% sure. I know that it's a really long graphic novel. My sister's read it, she enjoyed it. So I'm going to try and read that. The second book that I'm going to talk to you guys today about is my physical book I will be reading during the read-a-thon. For those of you that aren't aware, I tend to have 3 books on the go at any given time. A physical book, an ebook, and an audiobook. That's just how I roll. The physical book that I will be reading is The Burning Stone by Kate Elliott. This baby comes in at a whopping 916 pages. Look at this thing. Look at it. It's enormous. And if you look at the font, it's not huge. It's not very big font. This is a lot of words that I'm going to try and read. This is the 3rd book in a epic fantasy, I guess, series. The storyline is fairly traditional fantasy. There's a prophecy about 2 people saving the world, political intrigue, yada 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 yada. It's not a Game of Thrones book, but it might as well be. So, 916 pages. Will I finish this in 2 weeks? Who knows? I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try. The 3rd book that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is my audiobook for the read-a-thon, and that is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. This is a gunslinger western / fantasy mashup, from what I can tell. I am going into this book mostly blind. I have heard really great things about Joe Abercrombie. I've heard lots of comparisons to the second portion of the Mistborn series, which is the Wax and Wayne portion of it. It's like a trilogy slash a quartet. It's complicated. I've heard a lot of comparisons. I really enjoyed the Wax and Wayne stuff, so I'm hoping that this one will also be really good. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. So I will probably finish this one. For those of you that don't know, I have a 2-hour commute each way from my work twice a week. So that's 4 hours of audiobook. I also tend to listen on 1.5 times speed because I find that that's almost the speed that I would like read in my head, but that 2 times speed is too fast. I really Audible, if you're listening, I would really like a 1.75 speed, if that's at all possible. So yeah, this is a gunslinger western fantasy. So I'll probably finish this, hopefully. This one comes in at 628 pages, so that's a thing. So the fourth book that I'm going to be talking about today is my ebook that I will be reading during the readathon, and this is Bloodsong by Anthony Ryan. This one is a twist, I believe, on the military fantasy. Basically, the main character in this is a noble or the king's son. I'm not quite sure. He is well-to-do for sure. His father leaves him with the military arm of their religious order, so that he can train to be like a great general or something. There's a big war coming. This guy, the main character, I'm assuming that it's this dude on the front because, you know, that's how book covers are meant to work, but who knows. This guy's like the realm's only hope. I guess we'll find out if this one's any good. This one comes in at 591 pages. So it's up. All of these are hunkers. Like, none of this is small. Thankfully, the text is, you know, not huge, but it's bigger than a lot of the other stuff I'm reading. So that will be the fourth book that I'm reading for the readathon. Whew. And the final book that I am hoping maybe to get to, this one isn't 100% sure, it's only if I finish my other book stuffs, and that is Written in Red by Anne Bishop. This series is an urban fantasy slash paranormal romance. I believe that it leans more towards the urban fantasy because I think the romance is quite slow burning, if what I've heard about this series is correct. Anyway, main character Meg is a blood prophet. What that means is when she is cut or injured, Meg will have a vision about the future. There's like a shadowy controller person who's keeping Meg away from people and in charge of when she gets cut for whose visions, etc. It's not pleasant from the sounds of it. Basically, Meg escapes and goes and takes shelter with a group called the Others, which I think is like all of the other people in this world with paranormal abilities. Like, I know there's shapeshifters and maybe vampires. Who knows? I have been wanting to try Anne Bishop for a bit. This series in particular has gotten quite a few positive reviews from booktubers that I personally watch, so I'm very interested to hopefully get to this one during the readathon. If not, I'll probably listen to it after the readathon. Who knows? Alright guys, so that is my Tome Topple TBR. This is probably longer than I wanted it to be, but we'll see. The only challenge that I am currently missing from Tome Topple is to buddy read a tome. So, if any of you are interested in reading any of the books that I just showed or talked about, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to buddy read with you. That could be fun. Maybe. I mean, I'm a pretty okay person, I think. So please let me know if you want to buddy read any of these. That is my Tome Topple TBR. I wish you all luck if you are participating, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.